The We Write to Read pupil books are quite simply a very inexpensive communications tool. This is the grade 1 book. It's 8.5 wide by 5.5 tall. It's paper, self-cover, staple stitched. It's easy for a child to fold the pages that they're not using behind, and we use each of these pages to teach a number of lessons as you follow the sequence of instruction in the teacher handbook. We provide two kinds of models on these pages. We have movement models at the top, and we use a process called color rhythm to exaggerate the process for building the letters and to teach the children how to move. The colors become an alternative grammar of action to what we call action words. We're going to use the movement models for a learning exercise called finger tracing. We'll show the child where to start. We'll explain that we're going to make the green part first and then the brown part, and we'll teach them how to say the words because we want them to learn how to move smoothly with the sound of their voice as they make these movements. So we'll teach them to finger trace, touch on the start point, say the words, and finger trace the movements. Hook around, small, down. Or for the D, hook around, tall, down. And we also provide models that make it easy for you and quick to explain to the children what they're going to do when they move to their practice paper. Finger trace, hook around, tall, down. And we do some air writing, hook around, tall, down. We're going to go next to practice paper, and we're going to write pairs of D's on our practice paper. So we'll slide the book out of the way. It can easily fit on the desk and still allow the child to hold the practice paper in good writing position. And we're going to have the children touch their pencil and give them the command to say it. Their job is to say the words and move the pen or pencil with their voice. Hook around, tall, down. Close together for 2. Hook around, tall, down. Space. Let's make another set. Ready, say it. Hook around, tall, down. Again, hook around, tall, down. We'll start with separate strokes. There's a reason for that. To achieve good spacing in writing for print words and letters, the child needs to have anchoring skills. Anchoring is a name for the movement that we make when we move from one spot to touch our pencil in another. We have to anchor it in the right place to achieve good spacing. Starting with separate strokes, we allow ample opportunity for the child to develop good anchoring skills. When we're finger tracing this letter, as we say the words, hook around, tall, down, we're really making 3 movements. We're making the hook around move, and we're making a move up to the top as we say tall, and then we make the down move. So once we're sure that the child knows which part we're going to make first and which direction we're going to move and how to put the parts together, top down, left to right, then we can take the next step and teach them to thread the parts together, hook around, tall, down, without lifting their pencil between the strokes. Touch their pencil, get set, and say it, hook around, tall, down. All of a sudden it's much easier to put the parts together. Hook around, tall, down. And if I mastered good anchoring skills, I can also judge where I'm going to touch to make my next pair. Hook around, tall, down. In the teacher manual, there's a lesson plan for every day, and we're going to use this book to teach the children how to participate in an exercise class that lasts about 10 minutes. We will be teaching 3 kinds of lessons. The first type we call develop. The goal is to allow opportunity for the child's motor system to internalize, to create a recording for the movement process that will produce the form. Initial trials may not be very accurate, so we also teach practice lessons. During a directed practice lesson, the goal is allowing better rhythm and timing information to be stored, resulting in improved outcome on the child's paper. The product gets better as we practice to improve control of the movements. Finally, we're going to conduct apply lessons where we'll begin to have the child use those letters that have been mastered. And the goal in part is to internalize patterns for words. Your language program no doubt provides ample opportunity for that kind of application. The trick is to elicit the fluent kind of movement as the child practices the words. Develop, practice, apply. Very simple concept. Thanks very much for your interest. Bye for now.